everyone, my name is Mini Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about industry patterns, structure of growth, challenges and policies in India for UGC NET. And topics for today's video are industrialization during British era, industrial development from 1950 to 1965, industrial development from 1965 to 1980, industrial development during 1980 till 1991, industrial development post 1991 reforms, industrial policies in India and challenges faced by Indian industries. So let's start it. First of all, we will see industrialization during British era. British rule in India destroyed handicraft industries of India. British rule in India destroyed handicraft industries of India. But how British rule in India destroyed their handicraft industries? British imposed high tariff on India's handicraft export. If British are imposing a high tariff on India's handicraft exports, that means India's product will become expensive in other country. If India's product become expensive in other countries, then obviously their demand will fall in other country. If demand fall, eventually their production will also fall. British allow free import of British goods in India. If British are allowing free import of their goods in India, then obviously their goods will become cheaper in India. Then people of India will buy cheaper machine made goods of British. They will not buy their own country handicraft, and their demand fall, eventually their production will fall. During British time, there was a lack of capital goods industry in India because British wanted India should depend on British industries for capital goods such as machinery, tools, equipment, etc. However, India saw some industrial development during British era, but British policies and action create so many obstacles in growth of these industries. For example, first cotton and jute industry established in India in 1850, and first British tea garden was established in India in 1837, and sugar industry was established in India in 1903. Now we will see industrial development during 1950 to 1965. This period covered 3 5-year plans in India. First 5-year plan in India focus on agriculture growth, but also include some support for industrial sector. But second 5-year plan gave high priority to industrialization because this plan was based on famous Mahalanobis model. Mahalanobis model focus on allocation of investment between different sectors. As a result, this plan include investment in iron and steel industry, coal industry, heavy engineering industry, machine building, heavy chemical and cement industry. Third 5-year plan followed the strategy of a second 5-year plan by establishing basic capital and producer good industries. And most of the capital goods industries was established under public sector. And growth rate of industrial sector during a 5-year plan, first 3 5-year plan. During first 5-year plan, target was industrial growth was 7%, but actual growth was 7.3%. During second 5-year plan, target of industrial growth was 10.5%, but actual growth rate was 6.6%. During third 5-year plan, target was 11%, but actual growth was 9%. Now we will see second phase from 1965 to 1980. This phase also known as deceleration stage. During this time period, industrial growth was declining so much. During this time period, production growth rate declined from 9% to 4.1%. This period is known as struggle for Indian industries. But what are causes of this struggle? These period completely neglect production in consumer good industries. Second reason, slow down in heavy industry. During this time period, heavy industries like machinery, transport suffered a major slowdown. And there was 2 severe droughts in mid 1960, and there was a decline in foreign aid. Now we will see third phase from 1980 to 1991. This phase also known as industrial recovery phase. During this time period, industrial growth was very high. During first 5 years from 1981 to 85, the industrial growth rate increased up to 7%. Furthermore, it grew by 8.6% from 1985 to 90. Growth rate was very high in industries like petrochemicals and chemical. It was around 11.19%. Now we are going to talk about fourth phase, post-reform period. As we know, economic reforms was introduced in India in 1991. These reforms include liberalization, privatization and globalization. And liberalization decisions were very helpful for industrial growth. Under liberalization include removal of entry barriers, means now industries were licensing free. If you want to open your industry, you can easily enter. You need not to fulfill so much rules and regulation. Disinvestment and privatization of public sector, means now government giving more opportunity to private sector to invest. Liberalization of foreign direct investment policy, means now foreigners are also allowed to invest in India. Liberalization of import policy, means reduction of import taxes, or we can say reduction of import tariff. Initially 2 years of reform from 1991 to 92 and 1992 to 93, growth rate was very low. But next 3 year growth rate increased. As a whole recorded annual growth rate of 8.4% and 12.7% in 1994 to 95 and 1995 to 96 respectively. Now we will see latest update on India's industrial development. In economic survey from 2023 to 24, the Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs reported industrial sector grew in India by 9.5% and manufacture sector grew by 9.9% in 2023 to 24, and construction activities also grew by 9.9%. In 2023 to 24, industrial sector contributed around 27.6% to India's gross value added. And according to economic survey from 2023 to 24, 11.4% of India's workforce employed in manufacturing sector and 13% are employed in construction sector. Now we will see industrial policy resolution in India. Industrial policy resolution 1948. This resolution define role of state in industrial development. Means this resolution define role of government in industrial development. Industrial policy statement 1956. This policy statement emphasized the need to expand public sector. During this time period, there was more emphasis to increase the government organization. Industrial policy statement 1977. This statement promote cottage and small industries. Industrial policy of 1980. This policy promote the concept of economic federation. New industrial policy 1991. This policy reduce restriction on industry, for example, reduce industrial licensing, remove all restriction on international trade, for example, remove tariff, taxes on international trade, etc. The industrial policy 2023. This policy boosts economic activities, create a competitive industrial environment and promote innovation. Now we will see major challenges of Indian industries. There is lack of finance, there is lack of credit facilities, there is lack of proper technology, there are some environmental issues that create obstacle in industrial development, there is lack of proper marketing strategies, there is lack of proper infrastructure, for example, roads, water, electricity, etc. There is skill gap. Skill gap means skill required to work in manufacturing sector and skill we learn through our educational institution. and limited research and development create obstacles in industrial development. And here youth perceive manufacturing job less attractive, and there is a high cost of industrial development. So this is all about industrial growth and structure. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.